How do you think the relationship between internet and consumerism? Do you think that it's convenient to impose limits on e-commerce and everything that is sold online?
Well, when we talk about internet and consumerism, well, I think one of the biggest um, advantage people have gotten from internet has been the trading, the easy access of people to buy things through the online through online marketing, and this has been this is one of the most growing markets in the present presently. I think internet is really exploring and giving a way for change and for growth in the economy. So and when we talk about the limit of e-commerce and everything that sell online, I think more 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 opportunities and possibilities should be given, and more attention should be paid more into the online shopping and online sales. For example, maybe more control on online activities, and especially on online buying and selling. And I think it's a way it's a way in which the world is going to it's a way in which the world is going to be able to achieve a lot. Let's put it that way, because internet marketing, it makes things easy for people, because you're able to buy at your convenience. It's being delivered at your convenience. So I think it's a good way. I think it should be more. It should be encouraged by the government, by people, by companies, for people to be able to shop easily online and make transaction online.
Okay, and the second question. Can you think of a way internet applying business and logistics could support a business market growth and help to avoid an exaggerated consumption of resources at the same time? I mean, like, how can internet help us sell more and produce less, like, disposals?
Okay. Selling. When we talk about one way we can one example I can think of in which business and logistics could support the market growth could be for example, buying online takes that means you spend less time. You don't have to go to the supermarket to get some things, since you can easily order whatever you need, and you get it. You get it on your doorstep. That means you save more time. That means you save the receipt you get. That means you're saving also paper. That means you're able to save time. You're able to save resources. You're able to save maybe the fuel you're going to use in your car to go to the supermarket. You're able to save that, and it's being delivered on your doorstep. I think it's going to be a way of convenience to people, and it's going to bring into the world it's going to change the world, in the sense that when people have the opportunity and the opportunity and more choices, yeah.
Okay, following the second scenario, with the third question, With a scenery focused on the big cities, how could life in the rural areas be promoted with initiatives that include internet and logistics?
Well, big cities. So, big cities, internet and logistics. I think it's from what I said earlier on. I think big cities. When you talk about big cities, that means everybody has more or less everybody has the possibility. They have easy access to internet, and they're able to plan the time and plan the time very well. So basically, I think it's going to be very good good way of it's going to increase the standard of living in big cities because there's everybody has access to internet, so everybody can easily have access to the markets. They are able to get whatever they want at whatever given time they want it. So I think this is going to create a new way of doing things for people because they don't have to stress themselves a lot before they get whatever they want. And I think it's gonna bring a new way of living to people and to the world in general.
And do you think that this way of living could happen in the rural areas?
Well, in the rural areas, it might take some time before it works because in respect to the big cities, because of course people have to get used to the internet. They have to have access to internet. They have to be able to know how to browse through the internet. You know, all this takes time. Whereas in the big cities, almost every young person or every literate or every educated person is able to, browse through the web page, and this is the advantage of. This is the advantage in respect to the big cities, and then rural areas. Of course, it's going to work, but it's going to take some time. It's going to take some time and some planning. Planning, yeah.
Okay. So the fourth question: if in the future the trend is to have unipersonal companies, but this may produce a saturation of the market, do you think that it will be possible for the majority of the population to have its own business and be profitable and competitive? How? Will logistics and internet play an important role in this strategy?
So the question is, do you think do you think it will be possible for the majority of the population to have its own business? And well, from what we've seen so far, or from what we've said so far as well, I can say when there is this easy way of buying and selling through the use of internet, I think this is also going to help people to start their own businesses, since they know since there's a new way of there's a new marketplace, which is the internet. So this is going to really help people in buying and selling of goods, and people will be able to, and more people are going to produce and produce goods and sell goods and buy goods, and it's going to be the market is going to flow more because more people would interact with the market, and then I think it's going to also, one way or the other, affect the economy of each country, or affect the economy of the world in general. And the second question says, will logistics and internet play an important role in this in their strategy? Yeah, of course, because since since we need a lot of planning before we can carry out these before we can carry out these uh, these this new way of marketing or new way of buying and selling. I think it's logistics and internet will play a very important role, a very big role, an important role in achieving this. And I think the competitive and the competitiveness will be very high, based to the due to the fact that a lot of people will want to a lot of people want to get into the market. The more the more they buy, the more they buy, the more they're able to buy, and the more they're able to sell, the more they will be willing to also buy. And then in terms of profitability, I think of course, if people's needs are met, if the consumers, if their needs are met, I think they're going to buy more, and the more they buy, the more profitable it's going to be for the producer. And then like that and like that and like that, it's going to continue like that, and that's going to like make more people to go into the market. And then yeah, but I think for my own opinion, I think it's going to be a case in which there won't be a dead point. So it's going to keep growing, because the same people that buy that produce, they also consume. So at the same time, it will be a continuous market in which there won't be a dead point. So that's what I think.
Okay, continuing to the next scenario, if everyone is able to make its own products and the exchange of physical goods is so reduced and expensive, what do you think is the strategy that transportation and logistics companies should implement since now to still be competitive in the future?
Well, I think transportation and logistics transportation especially has a very big role in this, because transportation, buying one thing online, buying and selling online is one thing, but how fast people are able to get this the store, people are able to get the things they have purchased online is another thing. I think transportation in this scenario, is one of the most important things we have to consider, because what if I'm going to order something online, for example, I want it as soon as possible. Maybe I want it the same day. So how fast I'm able to get it will determine if the willingness to be able to go to buy next time. So I think if the transportation system is I think maybe a typical or a simple strategy that the transportation system could that could be used in transporting goods and services could be by creating a system in which there are fixed transportation at every point, at every given point. There are fixed transportation. So these immediately goods are being purchased. it can it's going to be in a way there's going to be a way, or it's going to be created in such a way that immediately goods are being brought, they can be dispatched to the people that purchased them. I think looking at it from this way, it could be a good strategy for creating, or it could be a strategy in creating a way a better way of distributing goods and services